I am so excited. Today we are in Houston, Texas with me, Renee Rodriguez, and Renee is here to help us on our Cornerstone Home Lending National Sales event. Renee, since I have you, there's a lot going on in the real estate industry with this whole NAR settlement. Can you just give me a few nuggets to share with our real estate referral partners out there that are watching this? Like how to have better conversations, how to navigate. This is major.
Yeah. It's the question that's out there right now. And I've had conversations with CEOs of some of the biggest real estate companies, some of the top producers, billion-dollar producers, loan officers, top producers. And we've distilled it down to two things that actually matter. Because we can get caught up in the lawsuit and the legalese, we can get caught up in all that stuff. But you got to think about how you're going to perform in this environment, bottom line. And here are the two skill sets that we think need to happen. One, buyer's agents need to have listing agent skill sets. And those are two skill sets. One is the ability to present value, because no longer are you saying, hey, I'm free, I'm part of the process, I'll just help you out. No, I got to say, well, this is what I'm worth. And that requires a second skill set, which is, presentation. But then you got to be able afterwards, the second skill set, which would be to close on a contract. That is closing language, commitment language. This is moving towards an end. This is being assertive. There's so many things that go into being a closer and also into being a presenter. So those are the two skill sets that we need to work on.
So value and closing skills.
Yes.
I love it.
Communication of the value.
Communication of the value. All right. Well, since I have you here and, we're not getting ready for a few more minutes, let's go. Let's break that down. What is value? How does a real estate agent present value if they're a buyer's agent?
The hardest part is that there's no agent out there that has any patent monopolies or anything that's truly unique. Like a piece of chicken with no story ends up on a $1 menu at KFC. So in essence, most of our value propositions are just pieces of chicken. What you need to do is learn how to tell your story. Because a piece of chicken with a story and in the hands of a chef, I'll pay $150 to eat it. And it's still just chicken. And so you have to be that chef that tells the story of the dish or the value that you're creating. And the story that we have is your own personal story. How did you get into real estate? What were the values that got you in there? What were the story of mom and dad, grandpa, whoever it was that taught you? And those lessons, tell them through how you get to express those in your real estate practice. Now, those are the stories that resonate and that build trust.
In addition to that, I think a big piece of this too is how to articulate what you really do, especially as a buyer's agent. And so I think there's a lot of, big concepts out there, but if you are saving your buyer money anywhere in that transaction, track that, know your numbers, be able to incorporate that into the story of how you serve on that level with those buyers.
Yeah, because now you're building a business case. You're spending money and here's the value that you're getting. Yeah. And whether it be, when I walk in, I see the home differently. My parents were contractors for 30 years. And so I grew up in homes, or I worked in construction, or I worked in a farm. So I work hard. Whatever your value set, bring it to how it's going to drive value to the business. I think that's great advice.
Yes. All right. Give me a closing skill.
Closing skill for closing. You have to understand, for closing, it's a mentality and a philosophy. It's not about being a closer and coffees for closers. Let all of that go. This is about gaining commitment. And think about why, though. When you put someone in a home, they are automatically in the fastest vehicle around to build wealth. A homeowner versus a renter has 44 times more net worth than a renter. 44 times. I'm talking about $10,000 versus $363,000. And so what you're doing is helping them move towards net worth, move towards family memories, move towards that. And for them, you have to understand that people and buyers are procrastinators. So you have to help them make that simple decision to work with you. And the good news is you can always say this. And by the way, by law, I have to get this signed. Love to work with you. And the best part, you can fire me at any time. So would love to show you your first home.
Love it. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go rock it.
I can't wait. Thank you.